Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I am crazy. I have been driven crazy by my computer. Hello, this is Randy Hall with news from the Looney Bin. No, news from the year 3045, brought to you by Tachyon Technology, faster than the speed of light, and is sponsored by Cosmos Harmony. Remember, you can find your true love in the galaxy from Cosmos Harmony. Welcome, cybernauts, to a wonderful world of the future. This is year 3045, number 84. And before I carry on, I'd like to give a plug to an album and an EP that's coming out by Bonnie Legion. That's Bonnie, Bonnie Legion, Legion. And you can check it out on YouTube and on the internet. And sometimes it joins together. You can join it together and find it at places like Bonnie Legion. Take the two and put it together, and you can find it at different places as well. So check out those variables, but it's on YouTube. She has work on YouTube. Also, it Sounds Like Siobhan. Sounds Like Siobhan. Shavon. Check that out, too. She's really cool. She's a good friend. She's in my heart. I love her to death. And anyway, check out her work. Be looking for her album and her EP. How you doing, Bonnie? Okay. I usually do some things about UFO videos. I'm going to skip that today because this has been a rough day. It's been a rough day. What I'm going to do is talk about UFO predictions. And what I do is I use YouTube as a database. I've been doing this for about a year now. And I take a day that I believe would be a hot spot for UFOs to appear. And my theory is that on holidays, political days, on days when people are relaxed and outside, when people are more social outside, that when things are going on outside, when they can take a look around them, they can see more of what's going on. Actually, I believe that UFOs are very prevalent, that it's a constant thing that's going on. And it's just a part of the makeup of the world that we live in that we haven't figured out yet. And whether it's intelligent beings or not, who knows? I think it's possible. I hardly believe that humans are the only living concept or species in the universe. That's just hard for me to believe. I just don't believe that. But anyway, sometimes friends give me leads about days to use for that to look into, and I checked out Linda Irwin's lead for November 6th, and it's positive. So one of the days I'm going to suggest is November 6th, Election Day, which was suggested by Linda Irwin. Now, all of these will be the day before and the morning after. Maybe because somebody's partying the day before or partying the morning after. For some reason, there seems to be a tendency to be UFOs at that time on those dates, associated with those dates. Also, October 31st, Halloween. Again, November 6th, Election Day. November 24th, Thanksgiving. December 21, Winter Solstice. December 24, Christmas Eve. December 25, Christmas Day. December 31, New Year's Eve. And January 1, New Year's Day. Yeah, again, December 31, New Year's Eve, and January 1, New Year's Day. Check it out. I've been like 90% correct in general. And on certain types of predictions, I've been like 98. So the system works. It really does. So check it out, and you can do this yourself. Just pick a holiday. If you're in another country, pick a holiday when a lot of people are outside, and check it on YouTube. And you'll see that there might be a tendency for more UFOs to be seen on those days. And Linda's very right. An election day is a day that a lot of people will be outside. So anyway, now for news from the 31st century. Ladies, now you can always show a perfect figure. There are dresses and clothing in general that bend light. This creates an illusionary appearance of physical perfection. Want a perfect hourglass figure? Lightbender Designs can give that to you. Now, the only drawback to this, ladies, is that if you wear this type of clothing, your mate might tell you they prefer you in your clothes rather than out of them. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. In other news, dolphins will be used to explore the oceans of Hydra 1, a water planet on the edge of the Andromeda system. Dolphins are highly intelligent, with brains nearly 25% larger than humans. Did you know that? Over the years, scientists have developed a sound language that allows dolphins and humans to communicate. Space explorers hope to use dolphins and aquatic robots to investigate ancient ruins of what could have been ancient civilizations on Hydra 1. Wouldn't that be cool? Ancient civilizations. Let's see. It's hard to believe. It really is hard to believe that there were humans who killed dolphins. I mean, they just beat them in the head just because they were there. The stupid dolphin. Bat. I mean, what kind of thinking? Something as intelligent as that, as a dolphin, to kill it? What kind of people are that? Now, I've got some news. More news, past news, because people said they couldn't hear my volume. So I'm going to redo this. Now for news from the 31st century. Servos Incorporated have released their newest servos. Servos are robotic hands that float through the air by anti-gravity. They float through the air by anti-gravity. They can be used for an extra hand when performing mechanical and medical procedures. Ever wish you had a second pair of hands? If I had a hat, I would tip it to Asimov's Amazing Stories. It was a great science fiction series. It may still be doing it, I don't know, but it was a great series, and I read it when I was younger, a kid growing up. Anyway, taking a look at the past, it was in Germany in 2012 of the 21st century that solar power plants produced a record 22 gigawatts of electricity per hour. That was equal to the same as 20 nuclear stations producing electricity. 22 gigawatts. They did it by solar energy instead of nuclear energy. It's the same as 20 nuclear stations, power stations. And at that same time, in 2012, there were people who said that solar energy was a left-wing conspiracy. I don't understand that kind of thinking. People who want to live in the past. I just don't understand it. Based on their philosophy, we would be still using the horse and buggy. We'd still be living in caves, if based on their philosophy. Anyway. It just upsets me. It bothers me. In other news, the GM space solar field will be increased by 5%. The space solar field floats in space between the Earth and the Sun. It collects energy from the Sun and helps to protect the Earth from climate warming. I tried to find more of that about those concepts on YouTube. And what I found was some really cool music, ambient music, space music, by searching space solar field. Just search space solar field. Just cool music. Space music. Very good. Now, some thoughts on pollution. If you're serious about living in a world without pollution, don't expect the government to do it. They can't do it. It's a thing that you and I have to do as we live our lives, as a lifestyle. And it takes teaching our children that through the use of new technology, science, new industry, and new manufacturing, can create a world where there is no pollution or a waste of resources. I think if we give them that challenge, to tell them, you can do this, they will surprise us. I believe they will surprise us. Gonna briefly mention strife. I've been going through a lot of strife today. It's anything, what is strife? Strife is anything that can ruin a perfectly good day. It can be aggravation, disappointment, and heartbreak. It can be the kids acting up. It can be your mate acting up. It can be people on the job not doing their job like they should, or not caring what they do. Yeah, it's stuff that just can really, really ruin your day. And strife is everywhere. And I've discovered that one way of dealing with strife, and I've had to deal with it today. Oh, God, I've had such a problem. Is to accept that it's common, that it's present, it's always prevalent, it's always going on. Strife is always going on. And learn to accept it, and to be brave, and to face up to it, and deal with it. And once you learn to deal with it in stride as a part of the common day, to know it's going to be there, to accept it, and deal with it, when you really have a good day, you appreciate it. When you really have a good day, you say, hey, this has been really nice. Because you knew there was a possibility there could be strife, and you accepted it. Your good days are better. And it makes you stronger. It makes you a lot stronger. I've got a bad back. I live in pain every day. When I wake up in the morning, I have to take pain pills just to be able to live, to exist in any form of normality. I'm in strife from the day I wake up, from the morning I wake up to the time I go to bed. And you just have to learn to accept it. You have to learn to accept it. And when you do, if you can be brave and deal with it, and have the courage to deal with it, you become stronger. You become a better you. Okay. I'm through harping. On Nibiru and the Mayan calendar, well, the Nibiru people and the Mayan calendar people are saying that the date's going to be moved to 2013, or Nibiru is going to show up in 2013, and the Mayan calendar, just like other disaster theorists, are saying it might not happen then, it could happen in 2013, 2014. They're changing their days. And there is a possibility that there could be a planet form moving through space that we might see. But the idea that it's going to hit us, or it's going to cause earthquakes, or we're going to have a change of life, my attitude is there's been earthquakes, always will be earthquakes, always will be earthquakes. It's going to happen. And it's a part of living on this planet. And every time you have a couple of earthquakes saying it's the end of the world, that's just stupid. My world has not ended until I no longer exist. Your world hasn't ended until you no longer exist. As long as you're alive, there is still a world, and you can make something of it, and you can deal with it. What I suggest is to consider that there can be a December 22nd, that there will be a future. And don't do anything you're going to regret. Don't hurt yourself, please. Don't hurt your family. Don't hurt anybody else. Use your head. Think maybe there will be a future. Don't let people make you dehumanize yourself. Stay in control of you. Use your head. Remember to work for your dream. That just thinking about what you want to do isn't enough. You have to work it out. You have to sweat a little bit. It's worth the effort. You could be the next Bill Gates. You could be the next Albert Einstein. You could be the next Tesla. You could do wonderful things. You could change the world. You could change your world. And remember to fight for your future. There's a woman that said to fight, anyone who fights for the future lives today. So fight for your future. Work to turn your future into reality. Remember that sometimes even when you lose, you could still win if you don't give up your dream. May you have let me give you a blessing. May you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason. And when reason isn't present, may you have the wisdom to know it. May the universe bless you. And remember that this part of the universe right here loves and cares about you. It took me 2, maybe 3 hours to get this video up. 3 hours. From the time I started processing it and getting things ready. It's ridiculous. And that don't count the writing. Oh well. Talk to you later. I love you. Bonnie, you're in my heart. You and Magic are in my heart. I love you. Bye-bye.